This is 7 National News, and in our top story, in his capacity as ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, has issued Law No. 7 of 2016 relating to the establishment of the Mohammed bin Rashid University of Medicine and Health Sciences, appointing His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Zayed Al Maktoum as Chancellor of the university. The new law stipulates that the university will comprise of a number of colleges, research centres, a library and e-library, apart from specialised training institutions. The university offers bachelor's, master's and PhD programs, as well as professional certificates in the fields of medicine and health sciences. It will also provide quality graduate programs for education, research and career development in the healthcare sector. The institution is aiming to further enhance Dubai's position as a recognised medical and health sciences education hub, as well as contribute to the development of sustainable education by supporting the advancement of medicine and health sciences. It also seeks to provide highly qualified medical professionals that are capable of meeting the community's requirements. The UAE Child Protection Law has taken effect from today, wherein reporting cases of child abuse or negligence is now mandatory for all members of the community. The Federal Law No. 3 of this year ensures that every child in the UAE, whether a resident or tourist, has the right to live and be safe, be educated and be protected from neglect and all forms of abuse, whether physical, sexual, verbal, emotional or psychological. According to the law, violators can be slapped with a fine ranging from 5,000 and 50,000 dirhams and or face imprisonment of not more than 10 years depending on the violation. Child protection specialists may issue 3 written warnings to parents or guardians who are deemed to be neglecting their children and hold seminars for them on the law, while repeat offenders will be dealt with accordingly and fined. It has been stressed that authorities may immediately remove the child from an abusive environment if it endangers his or her life. Under the law, everyone in the family, including neighbours who suspect abuse or neglect, can also report to authorities. The Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan Foundation is continuing the provision of aid to Yemen's Socotra Islands through its air bridge project, consisting of 12 humanitarian aid planes carrying 400 tonnes of Ramadan food supplies. The humanitarian initiative came in response to the directives of President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. An official source at the Khalifa Foundation stated that the third phase of the air bridge project is 3 aid plane loads, which include 100 tonnes of Ramadan food supplies to assist the people of Socotra in fulfilling their needs due to the after effects of the floods that hit the region recently. The beneficiaries expressed their thanks and appreciation to the Foundation for providing them with assistance. The average costs for electricity generated by solar and wind technologies could decrease by between 26% and 59% by 2025, according to a report released today by the International Renewable Energy Agency. The report, The Power to Change Solar and Wind Cost Reduction Potential to 2025, estimates that by 2025, average electricity costs could decrease 59% for solar PVs, 35% for offshore wind and 26% for onshore wind compared to 2015. Electricity prices for concentrated solar power could also decrease as much as 43%, depending on the technology used. By 2025, the global average cost of electricity from solar PV and onshore wind will be roughly 5 to 6 US cents per kilowatt hour. The IRENA Director General Adnan Amin was quoted in an official statement saying that historically, cost has been cited as one of the primary barriers to switching from fossil-based energy sources to renewable energy sources. But the narrative has now changed. He added that to continue driving the energy transition, we must now shift policy focus to support areas that will result in even greater cost declines and thus maximise the tremendous economic opportunity at hand. The UAE Ministry of Economy has conducted an inspection of Ras Al Khaimah's vegetable, fruit and poultry and meat market in line with its goal of protecting consumers, enforcing good commercial practices and preventing exploitation and commercial fraud. Dr. Hashim Al-Nuaimi, Director of the Ministry's Consumer Protection Department, who led the visit, said that some vegetable and fruit prices declined by as much as 30%, referring to today's tomato prices of 10 dirhams per kilo compared to 15 dirhams just a few days ago. He noted that the findings are in line with the projections announced by the ministry during his previous inspection. He further stated that sellers in the Ras Al Khaimah market have committed to adopting the new price labels approved by the ministry, which show the type of commodity, its price and the exporting country in Arabic and in English, along with an image of the item. The stickers are intended to clarify all item specifications that the consumer needs to know before buying. And a fee of 35 dirhams will be charged to passengers using Abu Dhabi airports from July. According to local reports, the service fee will apply to passengers departing and transiting from Emirates airports. It will not apply to passengers under the age of 2, those transiting on the same flight number and airline crew. The charges come 2 months after Dubai and Sharjah issued 35 dirham fees on passengers. Abu Dhabi Airport, the government-owned operator of 5 airports in the Emirate, including Abu Dhabi International, will collect the fee from airlines. Meanwhile, passengers departing from Abu Dhabi International are already charged a 75 dirham service fee and a 5 dirham security fee. Finally, in the bulletin, spacing out your meals after iftar and remaining committed towards your fitness routine are key for achieving your fitness goals. That's the message from fitness professionals for those who find it often difficult to stay fit during the holy month of Ramadan. 25-year-old UAE national Isa Al-Ansari is among those who have maintained their training routine during the fasting period of Ramadan. Remaining committed can be a difficult task considering family and corporate Ramadan gatherings. However, for Isa, it's all about focusing on the goals. His journey began almost 3 years ago when Isa decided to transform himself and lose around 70 kilograms during the time frame. Through a training routine of heading to the gym 5 to 6 times a week, he managed to reduce his weight down to 69 kilos and is now aiming to build his muscle mass to increase the body weight to an ideal level. The 25-year-old has never let Ramadan be an obstacle and has altered his routine according to the schedule. As per his schedule, Isa heads to the gym minutes after breaking his fast with small portions of protein and carbs as a pre-workout iftar meal, and suhoor is usually the main meal of the day. After achieving his goals, he has embarked on a new journey to inspire more people to start living healthier lifestyles through his social media channels and website Fitness with Isa.
My main 2 big meals would be my post-workout and then my suhoor, which is the meal you eat right before you start fasting. And regarding to training as well, I tend to train as well, as I said, right after iftar, and I think that's the best time in order for your muscles to recover. And obviously training before, while you're fasting, you don't have the energy to train that hard, and then obviously your body needs energy and it doesn't have the energy as much as you train if you train after iftar itself. And Ramadan was actually the month where I gained even more weight. It's because what people don't understand is that when they break their fast, they just go all out and they eat a lot, and then, you know, they just don't leave some space for their body to relax. So that's during my Ramadan was my main month to actually gain a lot of weight, a lot of carbs, a lot of sweets, a lot of desserts. It's part of the culture as well. But recently I've changed. Like, for example, last year the way I trained was right before iftar because I wanted to lose a bit more weight and fat. So I think that's the best time if you want to do it, to work out right before iftar, so an hour after. But this year is different because I want to gain muscles. I'll work out right after iftar.
Meanwhile, helping Isa achieve his goals is his personal trainer Nicholas St. Maurice, who recommends spacing out your meals and avoiding overindulgence during iftar. According to Nick, half an hour after iftar is an ideal time to go training.
When you're not eating for a long period of time, your body starts burning muscles to get energy, basically, right? So what you want to do is have enough protein to prevent the muscle breakdown. Why you want to do that is because you need those muscles to keep your metabolism high and burn more fat at the same time. So it's all about the balance. That's why it's not always a good idea to do too much cardio without having eaten or having drank. Because yes, you will burn some fat, you also burn a lot of muscles. So you have to find a balance between the two. You have to have a caloric deficit in order to lose fat and lose weight, but also you want to you want to do that progressively in a healthy way so that you maintain your muscle also.